Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, tomorrow is going to be another big day in the markets. Please hit the thumbs up button on this video and definitely give me your thoughts, your opinions in that comment section down below as to what you think is going to happen tomorrow with interest rates, what's going to happen with silver, what's going to happen with gold, what is going to happen with the markets in general. Let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below. But tomorrow, September the 21st, 2022, the Federal Reserve once again is going to announce their plans, what their plan is for interest rates, what they're going to increase interest rates to. And I don't think it's a matter, in my opinion, of if they're going to increase interest rates. It's going to be what are they going to increase interest rates by? Is it going to be 75 basis points? Will it be 100 basis points? I think it's going to be one of those two. Jerome Powell could absolutely get extremely hawkish and increase interest rates by 100 basis points. But in my opinion, I think he's going to stick with his plan, and I think he's going to do exactly what he's done pretty much every single interest rate increase, and that is going to be by 75 basis points. If that is the case and interest rates do increase by 75 basis points, what does that do to the markets? Well, when they did it the last time, back in July, I believe it was July the 27th, I thought the markets were going to go down. Although, even though I thought the markets were going to go down, I did also think that it also depended on what he said in that press conference. And I think the same thing holds true for tomorrow. Not only what is he going to increase interest rates by, but also what is he going to say following that interest rate increase? I believe last time when the interest rates were increased on July the 27th, following that rate increase, once he took the podium and he spoke, the markets actually liked what he said because the markets actually went up the next day. I believe he said something about the interest rate increases, the prior interest rate increases seemed to have been working, and it was having a positive effect on inflation. And silver, gold, they went up the very next day. And I was very surprised by that. I was surprised that silver and gold actually went up the next day. However, that interest rate increase, I don't think that 75 basis points really surprised anybody. So that absolutely could have been baked into the market. Is tomorrow's interest rate increase baked into the market? I don't think the markets are going to be 100% surprised by a 75 basis point increase. Now, if he does the 100 basis point increase, well, I think that could definitely have a negative effect on silver, on gold, on cryptos. In my opinion, I don't think we're at the bottom yet. I think we still have a ways to go to see the bottom. Shortly after the last interest rate increase, and silver and gold did actually go up the next day, and I believe it went up the day after that, but silver did flirt with $17 an ounce. But then the market did turn around and silver went back up to over $19, almost $20 an ounce again. Markets did recover after that last increase. Now, I did do a poll on my community tab just a couple of days ago, and I asked everybody, what do you think the bottom is going to be for silver? And currently, as of the recording of this video, from 222 votes, the options were $18, $17, $16, $15, and the other option was lower. And to my surprise, these are all very close. The results are pretty close. Tied for 23% is $16 and $15 silver, followed by 21% said lower than $15, 17% said $18, and then 16% said $17. I think silver does have a ways to fall, in my opinion. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. And I think everybody who answered this poll, the majority of people who answered this poll also agree that silver is going to fall at least to $16, if not down to $15. And then a lot of people also think silver could fall lower than 15. In my opinion, I don't think silver is really going to fall below $15, but absolutely it could do that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think the Fed is going to do tomorrow? Do you think it's going to be 75 basis points? Do you think it's going to be 100 basis points? Do you think he could surprise the markets and go 50 basis points or 25 basis points? I think if he goes that route, either 25 or 50 or even does nothing, I think on that news alone, I think the markets would love it. And I think silver, gold, the stock market, cryptocurrencies even would go up on that news. But I do think he's going to go for one of the other two options, and that is 75 basis points or 100 basis points. The big question is that rate increase already baked in? Now, it could be, or maybe it's not. But in my opinion, I think what could move the markets even more is not so much, like I said back in July, it's not going to be so much what happens with the rate increases, because the markets are fully expected, I do believe, a 75 basis point increase. I think the bigger question is, what is he going to say in that press conference afterwards? Is he going to say that he thinks that these rate increases are having a positive effect and it's working to lower inflation, to tame inflation? Based on the last inflation numbers of 8.3%, it doesn't seem like it's having much of an impact at all as far as interest rate increases to tame inflation. It seems inflation is still very, very hot. The next one is going to be very interesting in my opinion, because after tomorrow's over, the next meeting, the next Federal Reserve meeting about interest rates is going to be November 1st and November 2nd. Now, what happens in November? It is midterm elections. And I think Jerome Powell around that time is going to have a lot of pressure with politicians, because they don't want the election, one side or the other is not going to want this election to be impacted by the Federal Reserve. So I think he's going to probably be under a lot of pressure to not raise interest rates the next time for November. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens at the next Fed meeting, November 1st and 2nd. In my opinion, if he decides to do nothing next time, I think that could be influenced by these politicians not wanting the Federal Reserve, not wanting Jerome Powell to have an effect on the midterm elections. Also, let me know, where do you think the bottom is going to be for silver? Is it $16? Is it $15? Do you think we're already at the bottom? I don't think we're at the bottom. I still think we have a ways to fall for not just silver, but I think gold still has a little ways to fall as well. Let me know what you guys think in that comment section down below. I appreciate everybody for watching. Smash that thumbs up button, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.